So now Ari Lesser, to introduce Ari Lesser. If you've looked him up on YouTube, you'll see how many different subjects he touches on in his raps and his spoken word poetry. And I was reflecting on this earlier in the week, that maybe we could say that spoken word poetry in Judaism goes all the way back to the prophets. They were spoken word poets who spoke about truth, who spoke about justice. And so Ari is working in that tradition. So a very quick word, Ari Lesser is a singer, songwriter, rapper, and spoken word artist from Cleveland, Ohio. Join me in welcoming Ari Lesser to Temple Har Zion.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Well, we got this beautiful Shushan themed room here, so I figure I'll start off with the little bit of Purim stuff. So I'm a Jew like Mordechai, just like Esther, dressed so fly. 'Cause my family is free, living like royalty. We're the children of the Most High. See, that wicked Haman doesn't scare us, 'cause our enemies all get embarrassed. So let's just ignore them, celebrate Purim, and party like a high shoe wearers. Gotta read the Megillah, that biblical thriller, the book where we took on a cold-blooded killer. Our enemies tried to commit genocide. If Haman had his way, then we all would have died. But after we fasted, Hashem forgave us, and Esther was brave enough to save us. With Mordechai's help, she rewrote the story, transforming Adar from sorrow to glory, a miracle we remember every year by reading that holy scroll loud and clear. Each Jew should recite or hear it by night and again Purim Day if they want to do it right. I'm a Jew like Mordechai, just like Esther, dressed so fly. 'Cause my family is free, living like royalty. We the children of the Most High. See, that wicked Haman doesn't scare us, 'cause our enemies all get embarrassed. So let's just ignore them, celebrate Purim, and party like a high shoe wearers. Now it's always a mitzvah to give to the poor, but on Purim we should give even more. Spare what you can, donate to charity, show that you care, and share the prosperity, teaching your children to do outreach by giving to poor people one present each, a meal or at least enough cash for the feast. And it's better, of course, if those numbers increase. So hand out the dough, let tzedakah flow to orphans and widows whose luck has run low. On the 14th of Adar, you cannot say no. Kol haposhe yad notnim lo. I'm a Jew like Mordechai, just like Esther, dressed so fly. 'Cause my family is free, living like royalty. We the children of the Most High. See, that wicked Haman doesn't scare us, 'cause our enemies all get embarrassed. So let's just ignore them, celebrate Purim, and party like a high shoe wearers. Well, God only knows how much good we promote when we do mitzvot like Mishloach Manot, sending out presents just as our ancestors sent gifts to each other. In the book of Esther, 2 foods for the feast to one person at least. But when we increase spreading kindness and peace, it's commendable. I'd recommend that you send much more and give portions to each of your friends, your parents, your siblings, your teachers, your spouse, your kids, the rabbi at your Chabad house, everyone who you know from the tribe of Yehuda. Make sure they got plenty of food for the Suda. I'm a Jew like Mordechai, dressed like Esther, dressed so fly. 'Cause my family is free, living like royalty. We're the children of the Most High. See, that wicked Haman doesn't scare us, 'cause our enemies all get embarrassed. So let's just ignore them, celebrate Purim, and party like a high shoe wearers. Now before we begin the feast, daven mincha, then start the party with Marbim Basimcha. It's been some fun so far, now let's raise the bar, increasing our joy in this month of Adar. Wash and make motzi, then break some bread with a lavish spread and a bottle of red. It's time for some wine or your drink of choice as you raise your glasses to God and rejoice. Blessed be Mordechai, cursed is Haman. On Purim we drink till the difference is gone. And when your thirst is quenched, don't forget to bench and thank God al-Hanisim like a real mensch. I'm a Jew like Mordechai, just like Esther dressed so fly. Cause my family is free living like royalty. We the children of the Most High. See, that wicked Haman doesn't scare us, cause our enemies all get embarrassed. So let's just ignore them, celebrate Purim, and party like a Hashuerez. Thank you, thank you. Well, since we're talking about Purim, let's do a little review of the Purim story before we read the Megillah this week. In ancient Iran lived a man named Haman, who rose in the capital of Shushan. When he walked down the street, every man he would meet was commanded to bow to the ground at his feet. But there was one guy named Mordechai, a Jew who served only God Most High. Day after day, he refused to obey. So Haman decided he would make him pay. But it wasn't enough just to kill one man. Instead, he devised a grand master plan and persuaded the king to kill every Jew from the land of Cush all the way to Hodu. Drew random lots to determine the date, put our people's lives in the hands of fate, and it fell on the 13th day of Adar. They would slay every Jew both near and far. Now when we heard the news, we wept and fasted. Sackcloth and ashes spread through the masses. We humbled our hearts, all of Israel, prayed that the wicked Haman would fail. Now Haman just could not wait for the date that the Jewish people would meet their fate, because every day he saw Mordechai at the gate, and his heart was filled with so much hate. And when he complained to his friends and his wife, they told Haman, just take that Jew's life. So he built the gallows 50 amos high and tried to have the king hang Mordechai. But the queen secretly turned out to be a girl from a nice Jewish family. And she came in to the king, told him that someone was trying to wipe out her kin. Enraged that anyone would threaten the life of those close to the woman he chose as a wife, the king asked her, who's behind this plan? She replied, this wicked Haman is the man. He trembled in terror. He lost control. He begged Queen Esther to spare his soul. But the king decided Haman must die on the gallows that he had made for Mordechai. President of Iran, you're just like Haman, but instead of the gallows, you're building a bomb. You want to see Mordechai's family dead, but your wickedness will drop down on your own head. Open your ears, we won't disappear. Been here 3,800 years. We were slaves to Pharaoh, but God set us free and tossed the Egyptians in the Red Sea. The wicked Balak and Bilam tried messing with us, but their curse turned into a blessing. Canaanites tried to fight us, but all of them had to fall like Jericho's walls. Goliath the Philistine talked a lot before we got knocked out with a slingshot. Assyrians conquered every other land, but they ran when they came up against God's hand. Babylon took us into captivity, but we're back. They've been gone since BCE. And Haman, who decreed every Jew should die, got hanged on the gallows he made for Mordechai. Our enemies fade, but we still exist. Do you really want to add your name to the list? You've been warned. If you don't proceed with caution, we'll name a food after you like Hamantashen. Thank you. Yeah, during Purim, we thank God for the miracles. That's what we do. You know, it was a big miracle. Haman had the decree written, sealed, sent out to wipe out all the Jewish people in the entire world. I mean, really in the entire world, 127 countries. And it was on the books as law. Somehow it was transformed from, this decree of sorrow into a day that we celebrate every year. And we remember the miracles that Hashem did. And, I really think there's two kinds of miracles. There's those miracles like the Purim story that happened in ancient times. But, of course, there's also the everyday miracles, I give thanks and praise to God always for the miracles done in ancient days, for the miracles like when he redeemed the sons of Israel from Mitzrayim, for the miracles we saw at the Red Sea, the waters split and we walked home free, for the miracles up on Mount Sinai we heard the reply of the Most High, for the miracles in the Holy Land Jericho couldn't stand against God's hand, and for the miracles when Goliath got knocked out by David's slingshot, for the miracles of the Maccabees who brought the Greeks down to their knees, and for the miracles back in Shushan, God blessed Esther and cursed Haman. I give thanks and praise to God always for the miracles I've seen in my days, for the miracles when I awaken and again my soul's been restored within, for the miracles happening in my body so everything works when I go to the potty, for the miracles I can see and smell and hear and touch and taste as well, for the miracles that you clothe and feed and provide me with all I need, for the miracles that I was born free might work but there's no slavery for me, for the miracles that you let me look inside and learn from your holy book, for the miracles may they all increase love and light and joy and peace. Oh, thank you. Thank Hashem for the miracles. It's interesting, we're a month, from Purim it's a month until Pesach, and Purim we say Al Anisim, we add this extra prayer into our davening to thank God for the miracles, Al Anisim, and yet when you look at the Purim story and you try to identify, well, what was the miracle there? What was the miracle? It's not so obvious. There's no, God's name isn't even basically mentioned in the whole book. So what is the miracle? It almost seems like it's all political maneuvering, like where's the miracle there? Whereas, a month later we have Pesach. We have maybe the most open revealed miracles that we see in the whole Torah. So while we're talking about miracles, I'm going to touch on Pesach here. This song is called Dance Like Miriam at the Red Sea. So I want to encourage you guys. You want to stand up. We're going to dance a little bit. Okay? I know we don't have any music, but you got to put yourself in the mindset, right? You were a slave, and your family has been slaves for 400 years, and all of a sudden, you just realized for the first time in your life, you're free, and you're going to be free for the rest of your life. So try to feel that joy and dance a little bit here. We once were enslaved, but now we're saved. Oppression was washed away with the wave. Our family and we are finally free. Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Now dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Close your eyes and try to pretend you're left from a life of slavery. And then you made it to freedom with thousands of friends, the young and the old and the women and men. You're never gonna see Pharaoh's face again, so let down your guard, no need to defend. Or bang on your drum, you got time to spend. Now dance like Miriam set the trend. Move your feet, let me see you bend, and work your body from end to end. But don't get down, let your mind descend. All praises to the Most High, amen. We once were enslaved, but now we're saved. Oppression was washed away with the wave. Our family and we are finally free. Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. 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 Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Never forget how it was before. Forced into slavery, we did every chore. Our burden was big, but they piled on more and worked us until we were tired and sore. Took 10 plagues to get out the door, but Pharaoh's heart was hard to the core. His army pursued us, ready for war, with chariot, horse, and sharpened sword. But now they sleep on the ocean's floor, for they was sunk by the hand of the Lord. So dance and sing, let the praises pour from your lips out on the seashore. We once were enslaved, but now we're saved. Oppression was washed away with the wave. Our family and we are finally free. Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Dance like Miriam at the Red Sea now. Dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. Move your feet, start kicking up sand. Clap your hand, we don't need no band. Bang on your drum, sing and dance. We're here and we're free, and that's a slim chance. Escape from the most narrow place between a rock and the Pharaoh's face. His army pursued, the wind it blew, the water split, and we passed right through. And when we arrived on the other side, the waters returned and his army died. So dance and cheer, cause we're in the clear. First time we're free in 400 years. We once were enslaved, but now we're saved. Oppression was washed away with the wave. Our family and we are finally free. Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. 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 Let's dance like Miriam at the Red Sea. There's another verse, but I can't do it with the mask on, man. I'm running out of breath over here. Woo. So, you know, we have so much we have to be grateful for. Thank God for the miracles that happened in ancient times, for the Purim story, for the story of Pesach, which we're going to be celebrating in a month. Also for the everyday miracles we're experiencing in our lives, that we're living here in the United States safe with all the things we need and not suffering as refugees, fleeing from oppression in so many places around the world. We have so much to be grateful for, and it's important to remember that. As Jews, it's the most important thing, really. It's the essence of Judaism, because as Jews, what's the shorish? Yehudim. Yehudim, it comes from Yehuda. Yehuda got his name from his mom, Leah, and she gave him that name because she was giving thanks. She was having gratitude. So really, it's the core, it's the essence of being Jewish, is to have gratitude. There's so much I'm grateful for today, I cannot ask for more. I have my heart, my soul, my strength. This life is blessed, so I give thanks. I give thanks to the universal one. I give thanks for the moon and stars and sun. Give thanks for the earth on which we live. I give thanks for the bounty she can give. Give thanks for the tree and the fruit it grows. Give thanks for the cup that overflows. Give thanks for the food and drink and air. Give thanks there's more than enough to share. Give thanks for the extra we can spare. Give thanks for the clothes we have to wear. Give thanks for the comfort of our beds. Give thanks for the roof above our heads. There's so much I'm grateful for today, I cannot ask for more. I have my heart, my soul, my strength. This life is blessed, so I give thanks. I give thanks to the only source of all. Give thanks for the big and for the small. Give thanks from the lows to the highest heights. Give thanks for the dark and for the light. Give thanks for the times of joy and song. Give thanks for the pain that keeps us strong. Give thanks because we're still alive. Give thanks this moment has arrived. Give thanks our path has brought us here. Give thanks we've lived another year. Give thanks for the past we left behind, and give thanks for the future we will find. There's so much I'm grateful for today, I cannot ask for more. I have my heart, my soul, my strength. This life is blessed, so I give thanks. I give thanks to the infinite most high. I give thanks no matter how or why. Give thanks in every time and place. Give thanks we're part of the human race. Give thanks for the people that we meet. Give thanks for the neighbors on our street. Give thanks for the teachers that we had. Give thanks for every mom and dad. Give thanks for the family that we got. Give thanks for the friends we like a lot. Give thanks for the ones we hold most dear. Give thanks that those we love are here. There's so much I'm grateful for today, I cannot ask for more. I have my heart, my soul, my strength. This life is blessed, so I give thanks. Thank you. You know, I got a good question, though. Obviously, you can relate to all those things. We have so much we can be grateful for. We have so much good going on in our life. I'd say in my life, it's about 95% blessings, basically. It's a huge, huge majority. And yet, I can't speak for you, but I know for me, I spend like 50% of my time whining and complaining and being grumpy. And, you know, what is that about? What's the disconnect between all the good things going on in my life and how much time I spend being grumpy and complaining? And I think a big part of the problem is that we're not staying present. We're not staying focused. Because if we can stay here in the moment, things are really good. You got to focus on what's there and not on what there wasn't. What happens, happens, and what doesn't happen, doesn't. Love your fellow woman and love your fellow man, and remember, always live your life the best that you can. Focus on what's there and not on what there wasn't. What happens, happens, and what doesn't happen, doesn't. Love your fellow woman and love your fellow man, and remember, always live your life the best that you can. When it's raining, skies are gray, and you're feeling bad, think for a minute about what's making you sad. You might be short on money, but what's that really worth? All the money in the world couldn't buy you birth. In a race of millions, you're the only seed that scored. You passed the hardest test already. Life was your reward. Stop feeling down and out. Start having a ball, because being alive is the greatest gift of all. You can sing, you can dance, you can eat, you can drink, run, jump, learn, sleep, walk, talk, or think. So cheer up, smile, laugh away your sorrow. Today it might be raining, but the sun will shine tomorrow. And focus on what's there, not on what there wasn't. What happens, happens, and what doesn't happen, doesn't. Love your fellow woman and love your fellow man, and remember, always live your life the best that you can. And focus on what's there, not on what there wasn't. What happens, happens, and what doesn't happen, doesn't. Love your fellow woman and love your fellow man, and remember, always live your life the best that you can. Well, some folks complain when it's rain and sleet, then they moan and they groan in the summer's heat. Well, you're alive, who cares if it's cold or hot? Just try and be grateful for all that you got. Thank God you have food, because some people don't. Thank God you're getting educated, some people won't. Thank God you can see, some people are blind. And thank God for all the friends that you find. Thank God for Shabbat to snap the daily grind. Thank God you can sleep each night and rest your mind. Thank God for the books of Moshe 1 through 5, but most of all, thank God you're alive. And focus on what's there, not on what there wasn't. What happens, happens, and what doesn't happen, doesn't. Love your fellow woman and love your fellow man, and remember, always live your life the best that you can. Focus on what's there, not on what there wasn't. What happens, happens, and what doesn't happen, doesn't. Love your fellow woman and love your fellow man, and remember, always live your life the best that you can. Yeah, well, you know, as much as I think it's important to focus on what's there, sometimes I can't help. I let my mind wander. I start to imagine other realities, some of them worse, but also sometimes I wish I could go back to the Garden of Eden. You guys know about the Garden of Eden? Any of you kids ever hear of the Garden of Eden? Yeah? I'm going to take you to the Garden of Eden. If I was in Eden now, that would be blessed. Wake up in the morning, I wouldn't get stressed. Walk around happy, just me and my wife. Living in Eden is living a life. The garden is great, at least that's what I hear. The weather is perfect, the water is clear. No violence, no hatred, no trouble, no fear. And everyone lives for like 900 years, but no one counts beside the Most High. Watching it all from the earth to the sky. God is the greatest, standing alone. Made me a woman from out of my bone. There for me always when I need to talk. My Lord, my shield, my shepherd, my rock, my parent, my teacher, my lover, my friend, from in the beginning until the end. I'm tired of working and sick of the weeding and done with the seed and the greed and competing over the inbreeding, bleeding, me eating and cheating, misleading, leave many to beating. The Torah is the only book that I've been reading, repeating my prayers to the Lord. I'm pleading, calling to God, trying to set up a meeting. I want to go back to the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is always at peace. The Almighty One is the only police. And once you get in, if you want to stay, there's only one law that you have to obey. The tree of knowledge you shall not try. That's fine with me. I don't make my pie with good and evil. That's not my goal. Won't touch that fruit with a 10-foot pole. One tree off limits, I don't really care. The garden has peach, plum, papaya, and pear. Orange, apple, apricot, cocoa, cranberry, avocado, olive, almond, and cherry. Mango, grapefruit, pecan, cashew, walnut, banana, and coconut too. Every kind of tree and the fruit for free. The Garden of Eden's the place for me. Tired of working and sick of the weeding and done with the seeding, the greeting, competing over the inbreeding, bleeding, me eating and cheating, misleading, leave many to beating. The Torah is the only book that I've been reading, repeating my prayers to the Lord. I'm pleading, calling to God, trying to set up a meeting. I don't want to go back to the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is just like a zoo, except there's no cages and you're in it too. God's always making some creature that's new, and all the creations are brought before you. God lets you name them whatever you wish, but that one's a flamingo, lion, fish. That one's a hippoplatypus, pussycat. That's an alligator, orangutan, rat. On top of all that, the animals talk. You'd make new friends on every walk. Speak with a skunk, say hi to a fly, share words with birds way up in the sky. Call out a cow, yak with a yak. Talk to a turtle, he'll talk right back. The snake might say you should eat from the tree of knowledge, but then you would end up like me. Tired of working and sick of the weeding and done with the seed and the greed and competing over the inbreeding, bleeding, me eating and cheating, misleading, leave many to beating. The Torah is the only book that I've been reading, repeating my prayers to the Lord. I'm pleading, calling to God, trying to set up a meeting. I want to go back to the Garden of Eden. Yeah, I mean, I think the Garden of Eden would have been a pretty sweet spot. You know, you got perfect weather, you got like 4 nice rivers running right through it, all-you-can-eat fruit buffet, clothing optional. You know, there's a lot of good things going on there. But I think my favorite part about the Garden of Eden has got to be the talking animals, right? I mean, that would be. I mean, the snake was kind of a jerk, but the rest of them, I'm sure, were good creatures. And I love. You guys like animals? Yeah? Okay, so I love animals. I always liked animals. And I like try to get in their heads, like, what would an animal say if I was in the Garden of Eden and the animal was going to say something? What would he say? Or if he could rap, what would he rap at me? So let's play a little game. You guys have been such a good audience, so patient. I know a lot of young kids in the crowd who've been just little angels, just sitting so patiently and listening so nicely. I'm going to give you a little chance now. Any kids out there or adults who want to pick their favorite animals, feel free to raise your hand or come up here, and you can pick your favorite animal, and I will do my best to tell you what it would say if it was in the Garden of Eden. Yeah. What? You like every animal? Okay, so anything that gets picked, she's gonna like for sure. A bear? All right. In the backwoods, I'm a big black bear, 500-pound beast with the thick black hair. Beware, I've been known to kill a grown man, but I'd rather just rummage through your garbage can. So you better not leave any food in your tent, cause I might come looking when I catch the scent. I'm hungry, I haven't had a meal all day, and I smell what you're cooking from a mile away. Yeah? A what? A lizard. I'm a Komodo dragon, can't flee from me. I could run, I could swim, I could climb a tree. With my long forked tongue, I detect my prey, and I could smell fresh flesh 5 miles away. My venomous bites will put out your lights, then I'll fight with my friends for the feeding rights. Take a whole goat down my throat when I eat, not just the meat, but the bones and the feet. A what? A panda? I'm a giant panda, one of the few who's left in the wild, not stuck in the zoo. I live by myself on a slope with a view, and it's true, all I do is chew bamboo. 30 pounds a day, but I can't gain weight, so I don't take a break to just hibernate, cause it goes right through like a Chinese buffet, making me poo 40 times each day. A what? A shark? I am a half-ton hammerhead shark. In the dark, I hunt for an easy mark with an eye on the left and an eye on the right. So I see 360 with night vision sight. The stingray I prey upon may be concealed, but I feel and detect their electrical field like a bounty hunter underneath the sea. You won't find a creature who can hide from me. A duck-billed platypus. I'm a duck-billed platypus, that's no joke. So strange some folks may think it's a hoax. I'm mostly a mammal. That's what they say with electroreceptors to locate my prey. I got a bill like a duck and fur like a dog, lay eggs like a lizard, got feet like a frog, tail of a beaver, and venom like a snake. I'm the craziest creature swimming in the lake. What do you want? You come on the stage, please. Do you want an animal? What animal do you want? A tiger. I'm a Bengal tiger in the orange and black. I'll attack and pounce on the buffalo's back. It's a solo mission, got no coalition. Killed my own cubs to avoid competition. Got girth. I'm the biggest cat on earth. Quarter-ton son, better stay off my turf. I prey on and slay all that comes my way, then eat that carcass for the next few days. Oh, I have dogs. Dogs? I'm a domestic dog from a family of mutts. I like chasing squirrels and sniffing dog butts. I live with a man. He calls me Rover and tells me to sit, stay, and roll over. I'll drink right out of your toilet bowl if you don't put the seat down to cover the hole. I love getting pet, but I hate the vet, and being fixed is one thing I'd like to forget. I'm a flamingo. Besides my bright pink wings, not too interesting. I don't do many things. All year long, I only lay one egg. I mostly just stand around on one leg. I'll probably be knee-deep in the sea with my head in the muck looking for algae, drinking seawater since I can dispose of the extra salt. It goes out through my nose. I can't hear. Elephant. Well, I'm a big fella called an African elephant. I never forget, 'cause I'm highly intelligent, smart as Columbo. My brain is jumbo, though these big old ears make me look like Dumbo. No, I don't fly, I'm down on the ground, 'cause I'm carrying around 12,000 pounds, a lot of junk in my trunk, but don't make fun. One thrust from my 8-foot tusks and you're done. What is it? Animals. Chickens, okay. Yo, check it. I'm a chicken just chilling on my nest. Best keep your finger licking hands off of my breast. See, this chick is so sick of your disrespect. Next time you collect my eggs, you'll get pecked. I thought we were friends, but this is where it ends, 'cause I see the way that you treat other hens. I'm a mother. Every other day I lay another egg, so stop staring at me like you want to eat my leg. A jellyfish. I'm a box jellyfish as I glide through the sea. I'm almost invisible, can't see me, but I see you with my 24 eyes, and I paralyze prey when I sting by surprise. I don't have bones or a heart or a brain, just 10-foot tentacles which contain enough venom to kill 50 men or more. You'll be dead before you could swim to the shore. Say again? Oh, I don't have it. That's a good one. Yes, I got first stump right here. Capybara. A cat. I'm a house cat, getting lazy and fat, eating fresh tuna fish, never hunted for a rat, fed food from a can, 'cause I live with the man who scoops up my poops from a box full of sand. He works all day while I take a cat nap, then pets my fur while I purr in his lap. I love my man, but he's dumb as could be. He thinks he's my master, but he serves me. Orca. I'm a orca, they call me the killer whale. 30 feet long, 10 tons on the scale. Might be some bigger fish in the sea, but I eat them and they don't eat me. Hunt with a pod like wolves in a pack. We attack, eat a great white shark for a snack. I'm a dangerous dolphin, don't be silly. I'm not really your friend Free Willy. What, cow? I'm a cow. Yeah, the kind that you eat. And I'm sick of being treated like a piece of meat. No, I don't got milk for you. I got beef, 'cause I see my brother's blood in between your teeth. Fast food, not grass-fed, branded while I watch my family get murdered in mass, and you're squeezing my udders for your butter and cheese? Please, God, give them all mad cow disease. Anyone? Who else wants? Yeah? A shrimp? Ain't no wimp, I'm a mantis shrimp. Covered all crazy, looking like a pimp with these 16 photoreceptors. I've seen some things that a human being can't even dream, like boxing gloves, my miss pack a punch. Crunching up shellfish I eat for lunch. I could smash through glass, and if I slash you, it'll feel like you got shot with a 22. Oh, what? Clownfish? I'm a clownfish down under the sea, hanging with my homie, the sea anemone. He likes me because I eat his parasites, so he keeps me safe and I stay out of fights. Everybody's got beef in the coral reef, so I feel blessed just to get some relief. Hiding out where predators can't see, so they might find Nemo, but they won't find me. Who else? Yeah, you want? What? A bull, I don't have. Yeah. A monkey? Yo, I'm a chimpanzee. I live in a tree, and there ain't much difference between you and me. Today, I heard all your scientists say we got 99% the same DNA. When it comes to IQ, we're a close second place, even flew to outer space before the human race. I'm quick with the tools, you think you're so slick. Try picking up termites with one chopstick. I'm a horse, of course, I can move with force. 40-mile-an-hour pace on the race course. I can round up cattle wearing shoes and a saddle. I'm the steed with the speed you need to do battle. A bronco, yippee-yi-yo, hold on as I blow through my foes like Genghis Khan, saying, nay, best stay out the way, weighing half a ton, eating hay all day. A mosquito. I'm a lady mosquito, and though I'm Lido, I'm thirsty for blood, and my mouth is a needle. One bite from me might give you malaria. I'll take flight, leave your family to bury ya. Sneak all around, 'cause I got a bad streak. Seek blood all my life, which is only a week. Lay thousands of eggs in a stagnant pond, and by the time they can fly, I'm dead and gone. Let's see, anyone, you haven't had one yet? A tardigrade, trying to mess with me here? I'm a tardigrade, AKA water bear, the only animal that can live anywhere. By the grace of God, I've survived every place. Deep sea volcanoes, glaciers, outer space. I've survived dehydration, extreme radiation, air deprivation, and total starvation. I'm omnivorous, but I'm not a big eater, 'cause I'm microscopic, just a half millimeter. Anyone who hasn't picked one yet? Anyone who wants to get in on it? Oh, okay, yeah. What is it? Giraffe? A dragon. I'm Smog, the dragon with tremendous wealth. I reside on the lonely mountain by myself. Everyone knows the vast power I wield. My scales are impenetrable, tenfold shields. I kill where I wish, as I've done for many years. My teeth are like swords, my claws are like spears. My wings are a hurricane, my fire breath is death. I'll slaughter people in your city until nobody's left. All right, anyone else who has not gotten one yet? Anyone who has not gotten one yet? Anyone? Yeah? T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex, just call me T. Cretaceous carnivore you never want to see. My arms may be small, but I got big feet, big head, big jaws, and 12-inch teeth. I'm a 40-foot long, 20-foot tall tower, chasing down prey at 25 miles an hour. I love fast food because I'm always on the run. You eat a quarter pounder, I eat a quarter ton. All right, who else wants one? Yeah. A wolf. I'm a gray wolf. I attack with a pack. We follow moose tracks back to a big snack. Hunt down and surround any prey that's found. My ear hears the sound when a leaf hits the ground. My eyes are as sharp as my hole in the dark, and my bite leaves a mark much worse than my bark. Take chunks out your flesh, let you bleed to death, and then eat what's left once I catch my breath. Do you want one? Oh, you already went. Anyone? Oh, anyone? Who else? Who has not gotten in the red? Did you want one? Oh, okay. Okay, what do you want? You want another one? Which? I don't have it. Hedgehog. I'm a hedgehog, long as you don't mind the thousands of spines on my tiny behind. I'd make a fine pet, though I may hibernate for 5 months, and I'm illegal in 6 states. True, I may have some contagious disease, plus I'm lactose intolerant. Please, no cheese. Sleeping all day, I'm quite active at night, so I might keep you up. I hope that's all right. Oh, yeah, is that back here? You want one? What do you want? We did T-Rex. Penguin, good one. I'm an emperor penguin. Why would I fly? I'm huddled in this cuddle puddle so I don't die. Gotta keep my heat for months. I won't eat while balancing an egg on my freezing feet. It's 60 below. Most fold in the cold. Only 1 in 5 chicks turns 1 year old. And killer whales may eat adults as prey. My wife's out fishing. Hope she's okay. So I have a blue. I'll do a blue whale. I'm a big fat female great blue whale, set sail with my 25-foot wide tail. When I sing my song, every word I say is heard 10,000 miles away. Each day I eat 40 million krill, 4 tons until I've had my fill. My length and width are on top of the list. I'm the biggest creature to ever exist. In the back there, yeah? I'm a tarantula, a pretty good hider, even though I'm wider than every other spider. Big and hairy, but I keep myself buried to ambush a mouse, kind of like Tom and Jerry. When I get my venom in him, even if he tries to escape, too late, now he's paralyzed. Liquefy his body with the enzymes I make and suck him through a straw like a protein shake. Oh, yeah? We did a penguin. Oh, pangolin. Oh, man, I have one, but I don't know. I remember. I'm a thick-tailed Indian pangolin with these keratin scales covering my skin. Roll into a ball when I get threatened. I'm so tough, even lions cannot break in. I forget the second half of it, but half stump. I'll give you half a stump on that. Yeah. I'm a skunk, so I could bring the funk. If you get too close to that junk in my trunk, I'll do a handstand, hit you with my anal glands. You wanna eat me? Change your dinner plans. Don't play, walk away. My spray just reeks. You won't stink for days, you'll stink for weeks. When you see me in black, white stripe on my back, you better think twice if you think I'm a snack. All right, who else wants animal? Oh, yeah, what do you want? I'm a late Cretaceous Triceratops, so like a 12-ton rhino. I can't be stopped. 800 teeth for the plants I eat. Inside of my mouth that's about 7 feet. All predatory attacks I deflect with the big bone shield that protects my neck. If you try to take a bite out of me, instead I'll stab you with the 3-foot horns on my head. What? An otter. I'm an otter. I like to kick back, float in the water while I lay on my back. Don't need no plate, my belly's a dish, so I eat shellfish anytime I wish. With my warm fur coat, I hunt for prey and swim and play with my friends all day. Fast or slow, I move with the flow of the H2O everywhere I go. Any other animals? Yeah. An eagle. I'm a bald eagle, and some may say I'm a great metaphor for the USA. At the top of the food chain, I bring the pain, swooping down on rats like Saddam Hussein. There's no air force that can mess with me, so I easily strike both land and sea. And my all-seeing eye is like your government, spying on everyone without their consent. Yeah. A monkey? I'm a mountain gorilla, the biggest primate, great ape with a straight quarter-ton of weight. But I don't eat meat, just pounds of plants, some fruit and some roots and a handful of ants. I'm the silverback of the pack. I defend my friends with the strength of 10 grown men. Strong as King Kong, don't get me stressed, or I'll beat my chest and then beat you to death. A unicorn? I'm a magical creature called a unicorn. I look like a horse with one long horn. My skin's all pink with speckles of gold, and my best friend is a princess who's 7 years old. I like to eat gumdrops and lollipops, and I leap over rainbows in a single hop. I would carry you straight to the land of the fairies. But I'm not a real animal, I'm just imaginary. Sorry, that's the little girl dream crusher there. I apologize. Any other animals you guys want? Oh, in the back here. Who's got their hand up back here? Oh, yeah. No, what do you? A snake? I'm a rattlesnake. When you hear my rattle shake, take a step back and watch the next move you make. Or I'll strike out and wipe out your life like a sniper. Don't tread on me, I'm a deadly viper. Poison my prey, stab it and grab it with my big mouth. I could swallow a rabbit, bite you like toast if you come too close. One shot from my fang is a lethal dose. A turtle. I'm a sea turtle, call me a leatherback, cause I'm lacking a shell and my skin's all black. Reptile who can freestyle swim for miles, all the way from Australia to the British Isles. Diving deep to 4,000 feet, the only dish I eat is jellyfish meat. I catch them myself so it's not too pricey. Don't mind the sting, I like my food spicy. An owl? I'm a snowy owl, wearing all white as I hunt day and night with binocular sight. But my ears are designed to allow me to find my prey just fine, even if I were blind. My aim is precise as I slice through the ice to sink my talons in lemmings and mice. I swallow whole prey, let the flesh decay, then regurgitate bones and fur the next day. All right, we'll do like one or two more, and then I'll do one last song to close it out here. What? Oh, you got me. I don't have an axolotl. What is that, like a salamander? We did chicken. I'll do a rooster, though. I'm a rooster. I work hard on the farm. At the crack of dawn, I sound the alarm. But old MacDonald just came to my coop and swooped up my wife to make some chicken soup. It was bad enough when he was taking her eggs. Now it chopped off a head, ripped off her legs, carved up a breast, roasted a wing. How could a cockadoodle do such a thing? Well, you may have guessed from some of these animal raps that I'm actually a vegetarian. I have too much empathy for these animals. I can't bring myself to eat them. But I always say, you know, if I were to eat animals, I would stick to the kosher ones. You know, not my style, but actually this last week's parsha we had some pretty gruesome details of all the korbanos. So I think it's appropriate. We'll close out with a song about the non-kosher animals that we're not supposed to eat here. I don't eat animals, not my style. It's been that way for quite some while. But if there came a time when I changed my mind, I was still only down on the kosher kind. No camel, hyrax, or rabbit meat. They chew their cud but got the wrong feet. Don't eat no pig rolling in the mud. Split hoof, but it just doesn't chew his cud. I don't endorse eating donkey, of course. Serve your husband horse, that's grounds for divorce. Giraffes are kosher, but who the heck wants to climb up and check on an 8-foot neck? I keep the laws of kashrut. My jaws don't touch no flesh from a beast with paws. I don't eat no bear, no canine dogs, no weasel, porcupine, or hedgehog. No feline cats, no mouse, no rats, no creepy blood-sucking vampire bats, no monkeys, no chimpanzees, and I won't eat you, so please don't eat me. I don't eat animals, not my style. Been that way for quite some while, and if there came a time when I changed my mind, I was still only down on the kosher kind. I don't eat no creepy crawling things, no lizard legs, no insect wings, no slithering snakes or wiggling worms crawling around on the ground getting covered in germs. I'm no ant eater, I can't stand bugs, no spiders, no centipedes, no slugs. I'll pass on the cockroach, thank you please. I'll take some honey. You can keep the bees, no scorpion with the poison tail, no escargot, I don't eat snail. Never had frog legs like they do in France, wouldn't try that trafe if I had the chance. No amphibian, no reptile, no salamander, newt, toad, turtle, crocodile. Feed me chameleon, I think I scream, then my face might turn from brown to green. Cause I don't eat animals, not my style. Been that way for quite some while. And if there came a time when I changed my mind, I was still only dying on the kosher kind. I get sick just thinking about carrion picking buzzards and vultures. I'd stick with the chicken. I got no craving for ravens and crows. I'm saving my appetite if you're serving those. No penguin wing, no emu leg. I don't want no scrambled ostrich egg, no parrot. No matter how you prepare it, spare it. I'll just snack on a carrot, take a bite from a bagel, but not from a seagull. No kite, no hawk, no falcon, eagle. I'm on a diet where I stay away from all kind of raptors and birds of prey. No fowl like an owl with the big eyes staring. Won't see me tearing to the flesh of a heron. No piece of stork on the end of my fork, cause that white meat's kosher like a piece of pork. And I don't eat animals, not my style. Been that way for quite some while. And if there came a time when I changed my mind, I was still only dying on the kosher kind. I'd only eat seafood with fins and scales. No walrus, dolphins, or humpback whales. No seahorse, sea lion, sea snails, no crab legs, no red lobster tails, no manatees like the Japanese, no nasty sea urchin sushis. Sorry, I don't do calamari, squid, and octopuses, and Ferrari. Peanut butter, no jellyfish. Put one in my bowl, I'll break the dish. No prawn, no krill, no shrimp. I still never had crawdad, don't think I will. I don't make my meals with moray eels, no oyster shellfish or elephant seals, no great white hammerhead when I swim. A shark might bite me, but I won't bite him, cause I don't eat animals, not my style. Been that way for quite some while, but if there came a time when I changed my mind, I was still only down on the kosher kind. Well, thank you guys so much. You've been such a wonderful crowd, so responsive. You picked some great animals. You even stumped me a few times, more than most audiences do, so you should be proud of yourself and your animal knowledge. You guys must have been watching Wildcrats or something. And I really wish you all a very, very happy Purim. Should increase in simcha continuously throughout your whole lives. And thank you. Thanks for welcoming me to your community.
Thank you so much to Ari for his uplifting and inspiring songs. I really felt you captured all those themes, Purim, Passover, and got us into a good space for all of that. And your animal raps are amazing. I mean, how many do you have memorized?
About 200.
200. The platypus. I couldn't believe you had that ready to go.
Gotta add a few more. I need a
We're so glad to have you with us, and let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach, everybody. Thank you for coming, and very quickly, thank you also to the Jonathan Wolf Foundation, which helped make this morning possible with Ari Lesser, and hope to see you at our Megillah reading Wednesday night, and then our musical Shabbat, the whole thing. More time in our Persian palace and more surprises. Chag Sameach.